Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your March 2020 mid-month general reading. So we're looking at the last half of March. Welcome everyone, welcome newcomers and first timers, and welcome back followers and subscribers. And thanks for all that you do in support of this channel, even if it's nothing more than just tuning in today or subscribing. So I finally got my new computer, so better audio quality. Don't have to use the headset anymore. And I am also using a new deck of cards, still by my favorite tarot artist, Ciro Marchetti. This one is called The Legacy of the Divine Tarot. Beautiful artwork. So this reading is for the fire sign of Aries for the last half of March. That's Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising, if your Venus is in Aries, or if you're cross watching for Aries as well. As most of you know, general readings always resonate a little differently for everybody watching. So watch all your sign videos if you know them. If you can, it can always provide additional information. So if this reading resonates for you, or if any of them do, and you'd like to reach out for a personal one-on-one reading or take a deeper look at something, you can click on the description link below for more information and contact details. Just click on that little arrow that pulls down info. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all areas of life. And I do readings full time. It's all that I do. So I'm pretty diligent at working with both your schedule and mine to get readings out to you as quickly as possible, or scheduled with you as quickly as possible. So if you're interested, send me an email and we will go from there. Okay, Aries, let's see what's in store for you for the last half of March 2020. Okay, Aries, we begin with the Ten of Wands, followed by the King of Cups. We have the Knight of Coins, followed by the Knight of Wands. And from the bottom of the deck, overall energy for the last half of March is Judgment. So Aries, your overall energy for the last half of March is Judgment, which is a call to action. And it usually shows up when there is a choice or decision to be made, which will have pretty profound effects and consequences, whichever way you choose. There's usually an air of finality to Judgment, meaning whatever you choose, whatever choice you make, whatever path you take, whatever you set into motion is probably going to be set in stone for quite some time and not easily reversed, if at all. So choose wisely and carefully. Judgment is sometimes referred to as the second chance card. So if that's the case for those of you in whatever area this resonates for you, then there's also a bit of an implication to choose a little differently than perhaps you chose the first time. Maybe you chose not to do something. It might be time to take a look at doing it, or vice versa. So that's your overall energy for the last half of March. Now, we have the Ten of Wands clarified by the King of Cups. Sorry about the glare. These cards are quite shiny and I haven't quite worked out the lighting on them. So the Ten of Wands is a card that represents carrying a heavy burden, quite heavy. In the other deck I used to use, this showed a man who was standing upright with the wands bundled on his back, but he was still walking, just bent over because it's so heavy. Here he's actually on the ground and crawling. It's such a heavy weight. And there's usually a bit of a long-standing feeling with this card for me, something that you've been struggling with, I think, for quite some time. So what is this struggle about? What is this weight, this burden? It can represent an actual cross or a problem that you've had to carry for quite some time, an issue. It could be something you've been working on for quite some time and it's become a burden. Now, what clarifies it is the King of Cups. And I feel like for a lot of you, the King of Cups Often court cards can represent you or someone else in the situation, and sometimes they can just represent the energy of what that person represents, which I feel like that is for a lot of you. For some of you, this might be a water sign individual because Cups is governed by the element of water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, showing as a king in the upright. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is your energy, and the energy of what you've been has become such a burden for you, meaning that it's emotional energy. The King of Cups can sometimes be a bit of a difficult person to read because even though he is the king of emotion, kings and queens represent individuals who have reached a point of mastery and balance and self-control over the character traits that are inherent to their suit or natural to them. So this is the king of water. He's sometimes called the king of cool. He's sometimes depicted as sitting on his throne above a body of water. And while the water, his emotions might be very deep and churning and choppy, he is sitting on top of it. So this is someone who can be very supportive and nurturing and giving, but he can also, kind of play his cards very close to his chest in terms of emotion. Uh, Maybe somebody who doesn't, he's learned how to temper his emotions and keep them deep inside, deep underneath him, and not wear them on his sleeve. So this is what's clarifying the Ten of Wands. So it looks like, Aries, and I'm feeling for a lot of you, this is your energy versus another person, although it might be about another person as well. And I feel like for a lot of you, the struggle has been to stay on top of those emotions, to keep your feelings maybe deeper inside, to not let them show quite so much. And it's become quite a bit of a heavy burden for you, in this Ten of Wands, keeping on top of your emotions, not letting your emotions show or not revealing too much of that. And with Judgment as the overall energy, there's an opportunity here to make a choice that will make a difference in relieving this burden. So here we have the Knight of Coins and the Knight of Wands. Both knights, one is earth and one is fire. So coins, in the previous deck is pentacles often, it's earth energy. So the coins or pentacles part of the tarot usually represents solidity and stability, often in the physical structure of our life, which is why it often can point to things like money, finance, property, job, possessions, work, the long-term stable relationships, what makes us feel solid, stable, secure, the efforts we put into acquiring or maintaining those things. So knights usually represent something incoming or something, that you're doing. Knights are known for being very single-minded and focused for, accomplishing something, a mission and quest, and bringing back those results. So they usually represent an offer, an opportunity, and it's always an opportunity for change. So we have the Knight of Earth here with the Knight of Coins and the Knight of Fire here with Wands, who's on the opposite end. He's very fast, fueled by fire, passionate, determined, very fast. The Knight of Coins is very slow, steady, cautious, secure. I feel like, Aries, many of you are kind of feeling like, some of you, it looks like there's a rather profound opportunity in front of you to make an offer, because a lot of times when I see knights, it represents something coming in, an offer or an opportunity for change coming in. Most of the time I see it and feel it that way. But I think for some of you, this is more about making an offer, and that you feel kind of torn between whether you should do it quickly or whether you should wait. Because the Knight of Coins and the Knight of Wands are both knights that are determined to accomplish their mission, their quest, to deliver what it is they're meant to deliver. Again, for some of you, this might be, you're waiting for one, but I feel like for others of you, it's your choice, number one, whether to make this offer or not, and two, how to do it. Do I do it quickly? Do I do it slowly? Kind of getting stuck in between the earth energy and the fire energy, but there is an opportunity in front of you. And this burden of keeping your feelings kind of hidden or very, very not revealing so much of what you're going through and what you're feeling. And that is showing to be quite a bit of a burden. Let's clarify what these nights are about. One just like jumped right out of there. The Page of Wands clarifies the Knight of Coins. Pages can represent messages. They always represent being at the introductory path of something, uh, but a little unsure as to how to put it into practical application. So the Page of Wands can represent feeling very enthusiastic, very passionate about something, again, wanting to deliver something, but not quite sure how to do it. The Page of Wands often reminds me of kind of a young puppy energy that is kind of tripping over its own feet in its haste to kind of get outside or get to where it wants to go. And this is clarifying the Knight of Cups again, which is the opposite. It's a slow, cautious energy. So again, I'm feeling this kind of tug and pull. Do I rush forward into this? Do I just say, here's what I'm offering? What do I do? And it's interesting because the Page of Wands literally flew out of this deck, as the Page of Wands would be want to do in real life. Let's clarify this Knight of Wands. The Six of Wands. So victory and triumph, significant victory and triumph after success, powerful movement forward, public recognition, success. Success after a challenge, after a struggle. Again, it's the same thing. I feel like actually, Aries, a lot of you are feeling very compelled to rush forward and just do this thing, offer this thing, or take an offer or an opportunity very quickly. But there's this very cautious part of you that's kind of fighting that and wanting to do it in a more cautious, detail-oriented way. But there's this sense of, it may be a sense of urgency. Maybe there's a small, or your perception is that there's a small window of opportunity. Do I need to, in order to do this, if I don't take advantage of this now, accept this offer or make or extend this offer, maybe it will be lost to me for forever and I won't be able to do this again. And the fact that judgment is kind of sitting over this situation is a strong indication that, this window of opportunity is not going to last very long and it probably will not come around again. And I think that you have some perhaps intuitive or psychic sense of this, and that is kind of propelling you forward or compelling you. But for some reason, and again, this could be anything in a general reading, it may be just natural caution. Maybe you've been burned before in the past, and so you're kind of cautious as to how you do this or when you do this. And above all, trying to keep all of this emotion kind of inside of you, which is really kind of wearing on you. Let's see if we can clarify a little bit about what this situation is about. What is this offer or opportunity about? The Queen of Coins and Faith, which in this deck it's called Faith, but it's in other decks it would be known as the Hierophant. So the Queen of Pentacles, it may be about a female, could be a male in general readings. It's showing up as the Queen of Coins, so the Queen of Earth, someone who comes across as loving, practical, capable, resourceful, somebody who's worked pretty hard to get to the point of stability that they're at. This is someone who makes it all look effortless from the outside, looking, and she's able to kind of run her life, run her home, business, work, kids, whatever it is. She has her finger on all the details and she makes it look so effortless because she has such a natural talent for it. And someone who tends to express her love and care in a very practical, kind of hands-on sort of way. Her love language would probably be in service. So it's about, and I actually feel like this is a specific individual, whether it's a female or a male. And then Faith, which is also the Hierophant. This is about convention, tradition, organized religions, institutions. It's about taking something to a deeper level, a deeper level of commitment, responsibility, and putting things, maybe taking things from an unconventional approach and putting them into a conventional approach. So for some of you, this may be I mean, it could be about, a work or career opportunity. Maybe you've done a lot of freelance stuff and it's time to actually settle down for something longer term. In relationship, this could be, getting engaged, getting married, moving in together, going from one level to another level, which is more in a conventional path of something. Let's clarify. If you decide to take this opportunity, wow, active cards, or extend this opportunity, what is the most likely outcome? What would this bring? Beautiful. We have the Six of Swords, which is healing, peace, a sense of restoration, moving away from a troubled, turbulent, chaotic waters into peace, stability, harmony, which is always what Faith or the Hierophant can promise as well. It's a card of healing and restoration. And the Ace of Cups, which is emotional renewal within an already existing situation or relationship. If this is about a partnership, a romantic partnership, it would be starting a new chapter again, almost kind of falling in love with each other again. It can represent self-love as well. So, and herein lies our advice, Aries, advice from Spirit. Meaning, as I'm often say, we live in a free will, free agency zone. I feel like Spirit is strongly encouraging many of you to either accept this offer or opportunity, or extend this offer or opportunity, which is pretty much kind of the same thing here, because it looks like, and do settle into something that's more conventional and has a deeper level of conventional commitment and responsibility or attachment, because from that will come healing from something which has been quite difficult for you, and an emotional renewal, a renewal within a relationship, a partnership, a situation, and also within yourself. Again, it's quite beautiful. But of course, free will. You can choose to do what you want. But again, with judgment kind of sitting over all of this energy for the last half of March, the implication is quite strong that this opportunity will probably not come around again in the same way, at least not with this specific individual. So carefully consider before you choose a path. So Aries, that is your reading for the last half of March. I hope that you enjoyed it or found it useful in some way. Again, if this reading resonated for you, or if any of them do, and you'd like to reach out to take a deeper look at something, or have a personal one-on-one reading, or would just like information on that, just click on the description link below, click on that little arrow where you will find more information, contact details, and you can email me at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks, Aries, for the April 2020 general readings. Until then, as always, I wish you much love, joy, peace, and strength to you, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.